Let's go check on Eric and see what he's all wrecked here. What's going on?
Fixing, always fixing.
Why?
I don't know if I can move it, but the wind was moving it earlier.
Well, there's your problem.
That'll do.
That's why that was bouncing so much in the wind, huh? What's wrong with my batteries?
Well, couldn't find the battery disconnect, so I am the battery disconnect.
Oh, you were actually concerned about disconnecting the batteries when welding, huh?
For literally once in my life. Because remember last week when you yelled at me? Workplace harassment? Borderline.
Is that what you call this? Well, hopefully we're going to get done moving trees today.
I think I just fixed it.
Just weld her up and we're sending it.
It's cold. It's very cold this morning.
It won't start for some reason.
Here, hold on. Right now.
You hear that? Eric's growing his hair out like mine. It's going to look so pretty. Okay, put my battery cable back on. We're ready. No paint, no time. Eric's always giving me crap for my battery maintenance.
Well.
And I asked him, what's battery maintenance?
See what I'm saying? Look at this. Corrosion. Probably low on water. Even though
that ain't even corroded until it's
from
blue.
2019. I bet you she's junk.
I don't have time for you today.
13 foot-pounds. Standard battery torque.
Whoa! Woo! Last tree. Last little tree. Look at how far we come. All the way from down there, took this whole row out. Took a few out of the back row. A couple down that way. Just picking and choosing, trying to get the better ones. We'll go to Randy's now, drop this tree. Then it's time to focus on getting ready because we froze last night. Got down to 31. I don't know if it killed the beans, but it definitely is gonna speed up the process of the dyeing. Gosh, you're pretty.
Thank you.
Well, that's a wrap. Feels good to be done, huh?
Sure does.
20 hours, about an hour and 15 minutes a tree, round trip. Moved in, let me count here. 14 trees? Yeah, I don't know what that divides out. So, on to the next project. What are you whistling at? Oh, Whitney. Hey, Whitney. Oh, Whitney. Hey, puppy. Go back up to the house. We don't want to run you over. She's a heck of a bird dog. All right, back to the farm, eat dinner, and on to the next project.
I suppose.
Yep. So the reason we're moving these in is his house is right there, Randy's house is right there, and the snow comes in so terrible it drifts on his house, his deck, his gazebo. So he wanted another row put in, so we got it in. He removed a bunch of these trees here, got removed to put the new evergreens in there. Looks nice too.
What is that noise? One bad motor. Great. You got the circuit breaker off? I think it was tripped. How about we just unplug it? There. The fan motor here that exhausts all the dust out of the top of the leg. Now that was our fan out of the old grain leg and now it's failed. Copy, circuit breaker is off. The dilemma now is, do we take the whole fan off and lower it or just take the motor out? Looks equally disappointing. Sorry about that. I'm gonna shut you guys off. This is too boring. Take your glove off or you'll get the camera dirty. Oh boy. Come along and take a look at this. It don't turn no more. It's all dusty and jacked up. Best not to look down. It just isn't good.
It's wood blade is going into my hand.
Could you get the door for me?
Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, have a better attitude.
Right.
I'm glad to see everyone else is working so hard around here. Where do you think Duggo is?
I need to feed.
Feeding time for the big Swede?
Yeah, we're going to the corral.
Takes a lot.
Get the trough ready.
Whoa. Time for a bath. Yeah, you gotta wash that before it hits the field. It got all dirty. Sits out one day and it dribbles on it and ruined the paint.
20 minutes later, with the rope being tangled around the ladder. Come on, sweet pea. Ooh. Have you thanked the farmer yet? So glad I could do that. How you doing with the rope? That's what the rope does. But isn't it wrapped around there? Better put gloves on. It can really heat the leather up. Try to keep it from laying on top of each other or you're gonna have a mess. Now this is when it's gonna go all bad. I'll drop it here. Okay, tie that end onto something now. The old house, you sit right in the corner of the new shop by the 50-foot door. That's kind of where the old farmhouse was, where Grandpa and Grandma lived. We lived in the trailer house, which sits over where the new house in '82 was built. That's where me and my 3 brothers grew up. I believe it was a 12 by 65 trailer house, 1968 model. My grandpa's sister, she grew up right across the field over there, or she didn't grow up, that's where she lived. She was married. So they lived right across the field from each other years ago. There's Artichoke Lake. Neighbor, Stacy used to live there. She's gotten big like me now and moved away. Hey Stacy, if you're watching. Gonna be loading shortly. Or maybe not. Now if I only was back down, better take them off. The Verilux, they caused me to trip every once in a while. And I did happen to lose my earbud while I was messing around with the rope. So I'm gonna go look for that. It was about a week and a half old. I gotta go. Well, my brother found my earbud. Wonder if that works anymore. Hello? I hear noises. We're back. Pardon me, but did you fly in on a plane?
Why? Oh yeah.
Air fighter.
That's the way to go now.
It is.
Scared me
Wow.
also, by the way.
You about got those all carried over there for me?
It's 24 gallons enough to winterize a 120-foot sprayer.
No, I think it takes about 65 to 70.
Why did we unload and bring them all the way
Here,
in here?
I'll take this
Only
one.
to go back out.
I'll take this one.
Look what gravity did to me earlier.
Gravity.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
You got me.
So what we just got done doing is we rinsed the sprayer out, filled with clean water, rinsed it all out so it's clean. Now we put RV antifreeze in, which is of course biodegradable and great for the environment, right?
Yeah.
It is actually. That's why it's so expensive.
Yeah, you can basically water your garden with this stuff, I think.
Well, I probably wouldn't suggest it, but it says you can. The reason we get it in 1 gallon jugs is every place we have price checked to get it in bulk, it's $2 more a gallon. I've had some people on Instagram say it's cheaper in bulk, but I have yet to find it. We've tried multiple vendors and companies and can't find it cheaper in bulk. So next year, if you guys want to suggest to us where we can get it cheap in bulk, that'd be great, because I don't like emptying 80 little gallon jugs into here.
Yeah, it'd be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, that's for sure. So now we got our 55 gallons. We're gonna try it with 55 gallons. Normally we end up needing to dump more in, but we're gonna try it and try to conserve it so we don't have to use so much expense. Last time I think it took a little bit more, but it was the first time doing it all season, obviously. So the other sprayer we already winterized and put that one away. We're gonna try doing it a little differently this time to save more of this. So basically we dumped it in that front rinse tank. So we're gonna suck it out of there so that that tank is winterized. When you suck it out of there, it goes to the main tank, or the booms are gonna go to the main tank. And then we're gonna run through the agitation control, the rinse cycle, and the chemical inductor. So basically I fire up the pump, I switch this to rinse tank instead of main tank, and then the rest of the controls stay the same for that. I'll be sucking it when I fire the pump up. It's going to suck it out of the rinse tank into the main tank. So now we just got it into the main tank. I pulled away from the shed so we don't miss the shed with sticky antifreeze, basically is what it is. It's in the main tank. I'm running it right now on rinse cycle, rinsing the tank with it, so flushing them lines. Now I'm going to turn on agitation control. Then we will be cleaning out that line, getting all the water out, and just do that to all the functions. Flush it out the booms. She's winterized. It's that easy. Actually, it's pretty easy. Just time consuming. So now what we just did is we got these quarter turn valves at all the ends of all of our pipes, because chemical likes to sit right there, and it's just for in-season clean out. We opened all of them and blew out the boom till there was pink antifreeze that came out, and now we're closing them all and gonna blast out of every nozzle, turn the nozzle body, and then blast out of each nozzle to make sure there is no trapped water in there anywhere, because last thing you want is it to freeze and break all the valves and nozzle bodies and hoses and anything else that you can think of. Right?
I think I popped something in my finger.
Blood vessel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hurts.
You ready for me to hit some more buttons?
Close.
It's difficult in there.
I'm close.
It's difficult. A lot of stress in that cab. It's my fault if I forget to turn to a valve, right?
Yeah.
I don't like the thought of that. Yes, no questions, he says. Does that mean spray season's over? Woo! That feels pretty good.
Winning.
We're winning. Spray season's over and she's ready for the shed, except it's got to get a bath first. So you want to winterize the water trailer or wash? You were always that spoiled kid, weren't you?
Yeah, couldn't even shower myself.
Couldn't even shower himself. Even when you were 16? He's doing a great job. Doing a great job. I just don't really like winterization. That's just a part of living in Minnesota and freezing temperatures that have already occurred, but not long enough to damage anything. So now I get to work on our tanker trailer here. One of our favorite water tenders, or actually it is our favorite water tender. It beats the heck out of that curtain side one just due to you can be out in the open and it ain't so hot. Basically, all these lines on here, all these valves on here need to be flushed with RV antifreeze and or drained. So I get to start rinsing all these out, coupling hoses. Yeah, it's a blast. So here we go. So we just got this thing all completed. I didn't video because I was all full of water and sticky stuff and didn't want it on my camera. Basically, just blow these lines out with air on the truck and rinse all this stuff out. All these tanks get rinsed out. Dump RV antifreeze in here, run it through the lines, through the pumps, so that everything is cleaned out, no water in it. Took off a few meters and a spray end so they don't freeze, and took the battery out, changed oil. This thing's ready for next year. Well, that completes this video. The day is pretty much over. I'm shutting her down. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you would be so kind. And if you're not yet a Larson Farms subscriber, I suggest hitting the subscribe button now, because I promise you won't be disappointed for this fall. It's gonna be a good time. I'm super excited. Catch you guys next time.